And I'm just going to go through this one, and I'll tell you which of the other things that you need to install are going to do it this way. And this will just take a second here to generate all the files. And it's checking a bunch of libraries, their existence of it, and what kind of system this is on. And then it builds the make files. So it did it without any errors. So at this point, I can go ahead and type the command make, which will actually set this compiling. Okay, so that built readline library. And the last thing I have to do is a sudo make install. It's going to ask me for my administrative password, and it's going to go ahead and install those things. And at this point, it's done. Now, there's several other programs that you're going to have to install this way, and the steps are pretty much the same. The exception is the configure script needs a little bit different flags sent to that, and if you look in the working files, you'll see the differences there. The other file that we need to take a look at that's done a little bit differently is the Ruby Gems file, and I've already downloaded that, and let's move into that directory here. And this is a Ruby script file, so you notice that there's a setup file, but it's a .rb, so that means it's a Ruby script that we're going to actually run. And how we run that is we do it sudo usr local bin Ruby, and then we do setup.rb. And that actually goes ahead and installs it, and it's very quick, and that installs Ruby Gems. The last thing that's a little bit different that we'd actually do is install Rails, which I'll go ahead and I'll show you because it's so quick and easy once you see it. And you should know that I've already installed on this machine Ruby, which I didn't show you how to do, but it is installed, and the working documents show how that actually gets installed. And there you go. At this point, Rails is installed on this machine, and we can go ahead and run Rails commands. Now, there's several other things that you're going to need to install on here aside from this. You're going to need to install the FastCGI extensions to CGI for the Light TPD web server. Those are C files that you're going to compile, so that you'll do the process of doing a configure script with a prefix command, a make, and then a sudo make install. Then you're going to need to install the Ruby FastCGI bindings. Those are Ruby scripts, and I've detailed again in the working files of what the commands are you're going to issue to actually install that, and you're going to run the Ruby install.file to do those. You're going to install the PCRE library, which is the regular expression library. That is some C code that needs to be compiled. Again, you're going to do the process of configure, make, sudo make, install. And finally, you'll do the Light TPD web server, which is also a C thing that you'll compile using the configure, then make, and then sudo make install. These are all detailed again in the working files. I hope you take a look at them. There's other videos that are going to detail the MySQL installation, and there's also a video done that talks about some of the troubleshooting issues or troubleshooting things that you might need to take a look at if you're having problems with your particular installation.